Hello, hello, hello. My name is Waseem Anwar. I am back. We are yet again back with the Mr. Jeffrey Morlock, beautiful personality. We'll discuss the updates. Previous couple of months, Mr. Ash Mufara told in on passage 360 and roundtable. So, hello, sir. How are you, sir?
Hello, hello. I am doing wonderfully. Thank you, Waseem. It's good to see you again, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, we start the question. Sir, I have been hearing a lot of questions regarding having one's own domain name. So, why do you think it's important and how it's going to help us in business?
Oh, yeah. Well, the domain name is your web ID. That's who you are on. That's what people see is your domain. So it is very important to pick a good one, and it's one that hopefully is going to be short so people remember it. But when we open up, we're going to be able to use ODomain, which is one of our products, and OCreate, which is another product. And with ODomain, you're actually going to be able to create that the domain name that you're looking for. It'll actually give you suggestions for creating it. It will give you different ways to spell out whatever it is that you want to and test, and it'll let you know whether or not that domain is actually even being used or whether it's available. So it's kind of neat. I mean, the whole domain thing is when you look at let me start kind of like this and just say that when we create our own domain, we are creating our online presence, and we will be using the product the OnPassive gives us to do that. And obviously, in creating that, they're going to help us by letting us know whether or not the domain is there, whether it's available, and it'll suggest things to you if you can't come up with one on your own. Now, once we do that and we go to OCreate, OCreate is going to allow us to create a website for that domain. If you do it completely through the AI that you and I have talked about previously, through the automation, it will take about 19 minutes to create a fully functional, fully automated domain website for you. Um, Once that's set up, OnPassive will actually bring in all of the products. I'm assuming it as a founder, and you set this up, you'll be a reseller. So every one of the products will come in to that personal website with your personal domain, and they will become active on that site. So it's all done for you and it's all automated, and it'll be pretty easy to do. But it is very, very important that you get a domain name that reflects what you want it to reflect.
Excellent, sir. Sir, my next question is I would really like you to shed some light upon one of the most important topics of OnePassive these days, data center. What is data center and why it's important for OnPassive to have its own data center? What change they can bring in? So, sir, tell me about updates recently Mr. Aj Mufare gave us regarding data center.
Okay. Data centers are they're buildings that house computers and hardware and all sorts of things like that to handle data. It's like taking a warehouse, filling it full of computers, hooking it to the internet, and then by doing that, you can have your software there and you can control it. And you can rent that computer space out, much like you'd rent a hotel room or something. You can rent the computer space out to other companies and they can put their software on it and they can run through there too. Now, there's a lot of other things. I mean, there's security systems and there's HVA systems required because of the massive heat that's generated. There's tons of stuff to go into this. I mean, everything. Now, with the OnPassive data centers, we are cutting edge. We are using laser technology and we are using the most sophisticated things that are on the planet. And we have done this because we want the control over our own data and our own systems. Right now, well, actually, last month before we started migrating, we were on AWS, the Amazon service, and paying them a lot of money to hold and house our data. Once we take every bit of the digital ecosystem and all of the digital infrastructure and the AI and all of that and move it over into our own data system or data center rather, we now have control of it, and it becomes not an expenditure where we've got to spend money to do it. Now we're actually making money and we've got greater control. So that's why we want to do it. And we want to set that first one up and get it going so that we can then add other data centers in other countries and create that globe effect, that network of data centers to handle everything that we're doing. And in that, we will also create redundancy. So if we have a problem with one data center, the next one kicks right up. They talk about latency, which is just a lag time or the time it takes from between one data package and another, so that if we have something go wrong or awry in one data center, there will be no lag time. You won't even know that something happened. It'll automatically just kick in another data center, and your data and your services will continue untouched. So it's a really big deal. It's a big deal for ONPASSIVE, and it's a very, very big deal for ONPASSIVE founders and members.
Excellent, sir. Sir, Mr. Ajmafare told in previous roundtable about 3 phases of ONPASSIVE. Can you elaborate this? This is the last phase. Can we are we near the launch, and how launching process will start?
Okay. We've been going through, you're absolutely right. And he does talk about phases. Our first phase, if you wanted to look, I mean, there are several phases within that first phase. Our first phase was pre-launch. Now, within that, there were several phases. There was a product phase. There was the AI and automation phase. Then we did the branding phase. So, I mean, there's small phases within the big first phase, which was pre-launch. We've now left with the closing of the founder position in June. We left the pre-launch phase. As Mr. Mufara said, if you have pre-launch and you take the pre-off it, you're now in phase 2, which is the launch phase. And the launch phase is going to be kicked off by the marketing that we're going to be doing. We wanted to do it earlier, but there were some things that precluded us from doing that. We had some marketing that was going to happen in India, that some things happened. We had to push that down the road a bit, but we do have the marketing coming up, and that's going to be the second phase. That's going to be the part, once we start actually marketing what we've got and making sales, that we'll actually start pulling some funding into ONPASSIVE, and the founders will actually be able to earn a little bit of money in that phase. Now, the third and big phase, the one that everybody's really looking for, is when do we open to the public? Because that is going to be absolutely huge. But, true to his word and true to his heart, we don't want to do that until we're ready. And that means we want to make sure the data centers are all working, the products are all working, everything's lined up, the finances work, the wallet's in place, the merchants are in place. Everything needs to be in place before we can actually do that, lest we fail at a massive level. That's just not something that's going to happen. And personally, I'm glad for that. But we're on the way. We're in phase 2. Marketing will be coming up. As you heard Mr. Mufara say, we're going to have at least 9 over market value products by the end of August, and another 3 by the end of September. And moving forward, we will have more products launching every month from the various innovation labs that we have. So we're well on the way.
Excellent, sir. So as you told about, Mr. Ajmafara told about valuable products at the end of August. So when one first product will come, will we able to buy the package, or this is for customers only or something? This is the launching process. I think this is Can we say?
Yeah, we're in a bit of a state of flux right now. Obviously OnPassive is
Yes.
a very dynamic company,
Yes.
and it moves and sways, if you will, to the needs of the company and where we're going and what we want to achieve. So in saying that, when we start moving forward with these products, then they're going to be coming out, first of all, with those 9, at least 5 of them, I think, are probably pillar products. I mean, these are very beefy, very well-connected products. But the way that Mr. Mufara explained how the products were going to be available, originally we thought that it would be one subscription for everything. And as we started looking at a primary goal for OnPassive, which is affordability, we realized there are people in the world, there are places and countries that literally cannot afford some of these products, even one of them. So he's looking at getting the prices individually for the products down to a very low level, as well as products in packages. So what they've decided is they're going to have different types of packages for different pricing, depending on what somebody wants. But we're going to be able to buy them one at a time if folks want that, or you can buy them in bulk, which is, I think, what you're asking. It's what I'm going to do. I know that as a founder, as a reseller with OnPassive, as soon as they launch and I'm able, I'm going to pay whatever subscription it is for everything they've got. Now, that's just because I'm going to be a reseller and I want to sell it all. And in order to sell it all, I've got to own it all. So that kind of makes sense. But if there's somebody out there that is a teacher and all they need is Academy, and maybe they want to put up their own website for their own classes and use Academy, then they'll get a domain, Create, and Academy, and they'll just pay for those 3 products. Who knows? But there's going to be multiple products, and there's going to be the most affordable pricing that we can put on them, because we're not about profit products. We're about affordability and making sure these products get into the hands of the people who need them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Sir, if we buy the minor package of as a founder, will we able to withdraw money from that product, specific product, or we will withdraw? We will able to withdraw whole package?
Well, it works like this, and I'm glad you bring this up, because this is part of that marketing genius I think Mr. Mufara has in his soul somewhere deep down there. And when founders or members, okay, say we open to the public, and I'm a founder, and if I go in and I buy everything they've got and I pay the subscription, then any sales I make, I'm going to be able to pull out. Okay, you're going to have a couple of different wallets. In my case, I'm going to have a wallet that shows everything that's in my wallet, and it's going to show another wallet that shows what I'm able to pull out of that wallet. And there may even be a third wallet, I'm not sure, that will show you what's going to be used to pay the subscription. So, but I'm not too worried about that. To answer your question, there's going to be 2 wallets. One that shows you everything that's in it, one that shows you what you can pull out of it. Now, if we have a member and they join and they buy one product, say for instance, let's put it this way, maybe they come in and they buy O domain so they can set up their domain. They buy O Create, in other words, they're paying a subscription for it so they can set up a website. And then maybe they purchase O Connect because they want to do webinars. Now they're on this site, they've got those 3 products, they've got a wallet up here, and they're going to, at some point, probably click and say, yeah, I want to sell to other stuff. they're going to have a third wallet up there, because not only will they have the wallet that says this is what your earnings are and this is what you can pull out, but here's another wallet on the other side that says here's money that you've made sales, but they aren't the sales that you own the product. So yeah, you're selling ODomain, you're selling OCreate, and you're selling OConnect, but there was somebody from your site that saw Ocademy and they purchased Ocademy. And now this money's sitting here and it's your commissions, but you can't pull it out because you aren't paying for Ocademy. And you can sit there and watch that, and that wallet will add commissions, add commissions, add commissions. Sooner or later, it's going to earn more than what it costs for you to buy that product, to subscribe to that product, or any number of products. So your answer is, yeah, you're going to see money that you can pull out, and you're liable to see money you're not going to be able to pull out if you don't own those products, or if you're not paying for those products. So if there's a $200 in that wallet that says somebody came in and bought Ocademy 5 times, this is your money. And if you go buy Ocademy, it costs you $50 a month. Well, you pay the $50 and you go pull the 200 out, you keep the 150 profit. So that's kind of how it's going to work. I hope that helps.
Excellent. Let me clear. Let me tell me if I'm wrong. In my opinion, actually, things will come. We will clear that time. But the funding wallet, we will get whole generate earning, and holding wallet, the package will not buy. So the commission will hold in on that wallet, and withdrawable, the package will buy the. Am I right? 3 type wallet.
I'm not understanding the question.
For example, there are there will be 3 types of wallet. First is funding wallet. Funding wallet, whether we buy package or not, the earning will generate.
Gotcha. Okay.
The earning will come on that wallet, funding wallet. The second wallet is holding wallet. Third is withdrawable. So the package will buy, will get the money will come on withdrawable wallet, will show, and package will not buy, the earning will show on holding wallet.
Right.
Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty genius, isn't it? I mean, I love the way Mr. Muffar is setting this up, because he's basically saying, look, you've got these sales over here and you're making money. Go buy the products and take your money. And that's, yeah, I love it.
Even Mr. Muffar tell about this. I was thinking same. The package should be that time, it will convenient for everyone, but I didn't explore myself that one. So we go to the next question. We will get some free products. So
Yeah.
these products for founders and customers as well. Customer will join, register from any founder referral link, and will make free ID like OMail. Founder will generate earning. The wallet will show on in every product. Same thing will happen in free customer. The wallet will show or generate the money.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have those wallets up there, and whatever activity is going on, those wallets are going to reflect it.
That's good.
And when you have members come in, yeah, there's going to be, now I'm not sure how he's going to work this. There may be full functioning products with a time limit saying you can use these products for a week, 7 days, whatever, and see if you like them. There may be other products that he says, here's one that you can continually try, and you can always use, but it's not fully functional. In order to get all of the features and all of the functionality, you need to purchase it. So either way, you're going to have free products and free things that you can use. And even with these free things, there will be an ability for you to earn. And that's how we're making it affordable to everybody. So we're loving it. I mean, if
Yes,
you're
yes.
in Africa and you can't,
Beautiful. Beautiful. I give the example of Gmail. We use free Gmail with 25 GB capacity. They tell about if you want to you want if you wish you want upgrade the your Gmail, but people don't upgrade because they think we will make another Gmail ID. So, but in that case, when people will see the money in O wallet, and they will force to buy the package. They will think
yeah,
they will think
yeah,
$1,000 in my O wallet and 200 or $300 package. I should buy that package to get all money. Then and
yeah,
unlimited.
well, yeah, I would. And it'll be easy. I mean, when you talk about Omail,
Yes,
it'll be a no-brainer to get Omail because it's going to be domain based. First of all, that's not like it's going to be your own domain. It's going to be yours. It's not
yes,
going to have Gmail on the end or OnPassive on the end. It's going to be yours. It's going to have unlimited storage. It's going to have calendars, and it'll synchronize across multiple devices and import all your stuff, and you can create stuff, and it's going to be a fantastic program. So yeah, you'll get it. Just like every product. Yeah. You'll see the money showing up. And at some point, it's gonna be enough money where you're gonna say, "Gee, I'll go buy the product and keep the money."
yes, yes, sir. Next, as Mr. Ash Mohara told about referral link. Uh, Recently, our foundership closed, and we were using founder link, but now we still can see that link. These link will use as a referral, our referral link for customers, or will they will generate new referral link for us.
Well, right now in the back office, you're absolutely right. Excuse me.
Yes,
We've got lots of links. Now, the founder links have been taken out because we're not doing the registration anymore. But if you have people, which I know you do, you've got people in Pakistan that if you'll take, I'm using number 58, link number 58 in the back office. That's the newest one with some really good graphics. I mean, man, it's cutting edge stuff. If you send them that link, they will be able to go to that link and learn more about OnPassive. When the time comes, they will be able to use that link to join and become a member. And when they use that link at that point, Mr. Mufara and the tech team will already have those links with the membership links, which are going to be tied to you and to that particular link. So just like it was with O Founders, it will be like for members. So right now, there's no way to join, but you can get information. When it comes time to join, they will reestablish that link. So anybody going to your page or to whatever link you send them will be connected to your O-Founder account.
yes. Thank you very much, sir. Tell me about physical products. And Mr. Ash Mufara recently updated about multiple factories and 3 products. Can you elaborate this?
Oh my, boy, that's the $50,000 question, isn't it? You know, we started working on physical products, I think a year or so ago. It was kind of hush hush and just kind of in the background. It's come more to the forefront now because we now have, and this is something Mr. Mufara has talked about. You know that we've got 3 prototypes that I believe are already being manufactured. I'm not entirely sure uh, when that started or when they're going to be available. It's my understanding that we will have physical products in the market, at least one of them by the end of this year or September, maybe going into fourth quarter. I know that we have some 25 or 30 physical products either in production or on the drawing board. And we also know that we have production facilities as well. So when you start looking at OnPassive, you're not just looking at digital marketing anymore. We've got data centers and innovation labs. We have research centers. We have engineers and techs working on cutting edge, brand new stuff. And we have physical products and inventions included in there. And these are cutting edge. These are things, some of these, Waseem, the world has never seen before. I'm telling you, we are big. It is a big deal. It's a big deal. So these physical products, they're going to be a big deal.
Okay, sir, can you elaborate the O wallet? What is O wallet? What is the benefit? And can you tell updates of by Mr. Aj Mufare about O wallet?
Absolutely. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, money is important, right? We need to know about this wallet. Oh, Wallet is a product from OnPassive. It's an AI powered digital mobile wallet application. We're going to be given like priority to transactions, security, those sorts of things for a wallet application, right? Currently, although OnPassive is actually in well over 200 countries, I think that we have merchants available and a wallet available for payments in about 195, 196 countries. And I think that we're going to have multiple ways of taking payments through there. So you'll be able to do, you know, like Bitcoin or fiat currencies, things of that nature. You'll have 5 or 6 different ways that you'll be able to use the old wallet through different things to include the cryptocurrencies. So when we actually open this thing up, the old wallet, I mean, our whole goal is to make an application within everything that you do that's connected to everything that you do and give you some really good control over your finances online and the financial transfer needs that we're going to have, obviously. Now, it's a digital mobile wallet application. We know that. We're going to be able to transfer funds from OnPassive gateway to your bank or outside of OnPassive. It's interesting to know that you will also be able to use a wallet, Waseem, within the OnPassive ecosystem, and you'll be able to take and transfer to anybody else who's got a OnPassive wallet. Anybody, you'll be able to go straight from your wallet to theirs. There's no fees or anything like that. It's absolutely secure and it's all within OnPassive. And the money that you earn with OnPassive and you use through a wallet, when it comes to pay taxes on that, you're not actually going to have to pay your taxes or claim it until you move it out of OnPassive. Once it leaves OnPassive, then you're going to be responsible for it, you know, when it goes to your bank accounts or whatever. Our wallet, it's also going to be using some pretty cutting edge stuff for security. It's got multiple layers of securities in it. The one that I like is facial recognition. And it will actually verify who you are through facial recognition before it initiates any kind of transaction or anything, right? It will authenticate who you are. And it's got one of the fastest, most secure online traction or transaction rather interfaces on the planet. So it's going to be good. You can use it for other stuff. You can set reminders, you know, for paying dues or for money transfers, or it gives you statements, you know, statements you can actually use like you get from your bank. It has fraud detection features on it. It keeps your debit card or credit card information if you want. You can make peer-to-peer payments. So it's going to be a very powerful little thing. It's just that the beauty of it is once we actually are using it, we can use it freely and unlimitedly within the OnPassive ecosystem. And then you can also use it for transferring to multiple places outside of OnPassive as well. So it's going to be a great program.
Wow, great. I think mostly founder were thinking O wallet like PayPal like, but it is higher than this product, and
Yeah.
you get too much benefits when we will.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than that. There are a lot more features in it. There's a lot more security, and there's a lot more you can do with it. There's a lot more functionality in it. It's a robust application. It, PayPal, all they allow you to do is move money from one spot to another. This one here, you can actually manage your finances, and it's got a lot of things in it, so you can actually manage your finances.
That's good. Sir, next product is next question is mostly common usable product is OMail. Uh,
Oh,
when
mail.
when
Okay.
we will talk about OMail, we'll think Yahoo or Gmail or something. Can you explain how OMail is better than Gmail or other products? What the feature highlight this product?
Well, right now, I know that when we talk about Gmail and we talk about other email platforms, they're pretty much across the board pretty equal to each other in that you can send and receive emails. Um, Generally, though, you've got a lot of limitations with that. I know with Gmail, for instance, it wouldn't let me send, I think, more than 100 emails at a time. And if I have a tracker on that, it won't let me send more than 5 emails at a time. Excuse me, one moment. This is to say, not 5 emails, but it won't let me send to more than 5 recipients, or it won't let me have more than 100 recipients in one day. So I mean, there's limitations, right? Your storage is limited storage, or unless you want to pay for extra storage, stuff like that. Generally, you can't use these if you're offline. Now with Omail, there's a lot of big differences. Now the big difference for me with Omail is that it is what we call a domain-based email. The AI technology and the program itself is all on your own domain. So it's connected to your website. It doesn't say Gmail at the end of it. It's got whatever your domain is. So we're not piggybacking on somebody else's domain. It's yours. That's the first big thing. Secondarily, it's got unlimited storage. I mean, it comes unlimited, and everything else is unlimited. So you don't have to worry about, you can have, 50, 500, or 5,000 people on an email, and you can send it out. It'll go to every one of them. You don't have to worry about it. It's got online and offline integration, so you can work with it whether you're online or offline. Doesn't matter. It's got calendars in it. It synchronizes across different devices and different web applications. It's just got a lot of stuff. Now, it's also got some stuff that Mr. Mufara, and this to me is like really exciting. It's got some stuff in it that Mr. Mufara hasn't even really told us yet. But what he said was, is this the new features, the AI with the new features and functionality of Omail? It has things in it that people have only found in their imagination. But he hasn't really told us what some of these are. And the Omail that we're using in our back office does not even have all the functionalities that will be in it. So it's going to be a great program. But to answer your question, it's unlimited in everything, and it's domain based, and the security is a lot better. That's why you're going to want Omail.
Excellent, sir. Excellent, sir. Our most important feature is every OnPassive, every product is integrated with other products.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of it. It's all under one platform.
Yes, yes, we'll get benefit of other products as well with this the specific product. And sir, next important product is O Connect. Can you explain O Connect? And Mr. Ash Mufara in previous updates told about these two products will start commercially, O Mail and O Connect, and he talked about that these two products will, if you use these two products, you will not do job. So we'll earn a lot from these products, these very valuable products. So can you explain about OConnect and how both products are valuable?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. These are, OConnect is one of those products that I call a pillar product, along with Academy and OMail. There are several products that just are phenomenal products. OConnect is one of them. OConnect, for those that don't know, is an audio visual conferencing platform. And it's been engineered with AI business tools as well. So it's going to outshine anything currently out there. Now, for those that don't understand what that means, just think of programs that do conferencing. You know, Zoom is the big one that everybody understands. OConnect is a Zoom-like program, except for just fresher, smarter, better, beefier, and it is also unlimited. So what we're doing is we have created a better way for the world to stay connected, for everybody to stay connected virtually, right? And we've done this through reliable, high definition audio and video through this tool, right? I mean, it's giving you some clarity and quality you've never seen before. It's got the dashboard in it, right? You can track usage, attendance, meetings, chat. You can track all that. You got one-click uploads and on-demand viewing and screen captures. I mean, you've just got a whole system within this one program where you can do so very, very much, and that even includes, you know, the high quality audio and video output, so that you can actually record and replay anything almost on the fly, which is absolutely phenomenal. You can also pull in dual screens for real-time teamwork. In other words, you can have two different screens, two different people coming together on this one platform, and they can actually collaborate. So that's kind of cool. It's got things like speech to text features, right? So that whatever you're speaking will automatically be put into text and people can read it as you do it. It's got automatic translation for languages. Right now, I think we're well over 100 languages that will automatically translate for us in it. It has direct links to YouTube and the social medias, you know, to external URLs, excuse me, all sorts of stuff like that. And it's got an ability within it with parts of the OMail where you can do invites by OMail and email functionality within the program. It's just a phenomenal program. But the big part to me, Waseem, is the fact that it is unlimited. So you don't have to worry about whether you've got 5 or 5,000 or 500,000 people on your webinar. The price is the low price that you pay for it, and it's unlimited in that way. So it's a phenomenal program. It's going to be a big hit, and I'll tell you what, it's going to blow the world up.
Yes, of course, sir. OConnect is a fabulous product, and I love the most. My favorite feature of OConnect is we will use sign language. The people who
Yes.
don't speak and are here was he can understand. They can understand
Yep.
language. I think this is the another example of Mr. Ashim Farah. He he thought about those people who can
Yep.
speak and something. So this is the Mr. Ash Farah vision. Sir, next product is O Academy. O Academy. When we'll talk about O Academy, we connect the O Connect and Mr. Ashmahara told about in August, Mr. Muhammad Kamal will be going on Kyrgyzstan for some O Academy project. Can you explain about this?
Yeah, but if I can, I'd like to back up just a little bit and talk about what you were just referring to, because that makes that's a very good point. When we start talking about auto translation and languages, things like that, OConnect is going to be able to take a person that's talking, and they'll take that verbal language, automatically transfer that from speech to text. Then they can take that text and they will actually retranslate that from text into any particular language that the user wants to use, and create an avatar that will then speak that language back to them in their own language. So I just wanted to point that out because, I apologize. I had forgotten that that was in there. And that is an awesome, awesome indication of the kind of technology and kind of mind that, you're right, Mr. Bufara has brought to the table. So I just want to put that in there. But Academy, wow, Academy is another pillar product, and I absolutely love it and where it's going and where it's taking the world. Now, a while back, we had a live webinar that was done by Mr. Mufara probably 3 months ago, and it had to do with uh, Global Institutes, which is a worldwide medical platform for learning, and they were going to be using Academy as the world's first global hybrid learning system. So, I mean, that was absolutely awesome. In that Academy, our goal is to construct the world's most extensive, the biggest educational repository in the world, right? We want the biggest collection of educational stuff, right? So we can empower educators globally. And there's nothing that you won't be able to learn or do or put on this program. I mean, you're going to connect students from all over the world with teachers and professors and anybody and everybody that wants to teach anything on this one platform, right? And it can assist instructors. It can help them improve their courses, their course searchability. They can get course recommendations. There's going to be technical courses, where you can develop expertise for your businesses. There's all sorts of functionality and features that are AI driven, and obviously it's connected to everything else that we're doing, right? So it makes it very, very flexible, very, very scalable, and obviously it's going to be very, very automated because it's got the AI in there. And again, as is with OnPassive, it is going to be unlimited. It has an unlimited theme for unlimited students, unlimited classes, and you don't have to worry about running up against some kind of limit because we don't put any on there. I mean, they've got everything like filtration for systems, search engines in there for courses. You can adjust your video and speed of video. Again, like OConnect, Academy is going to have a lot of multilingual content. It's going to have special AI features like distraction detection, stuff like that. It is a phenomenal program. And when you connect it with everything else that we've got, it is another winner, just another indication of where we're going and how wonderful it's going to be to have it all under one roof.
Right, sir. Excellent, sir. Sir, one more product is a very famous product, ONET.
ONET, yeah.
I think it will alternate of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, WhatsApp. What do you want to say?
ONET, you don't hear about ONET very much, but yeah, ONET is our OnPassive social networking. And it's got, again, AI technology, right? It connects one-on-one for us, or we connect with our communities just like any other social media. Our goal is to be an all-encompassing application. And that's, if you think about the goals of OnPassive wants to be your one-stop shop. I mean, you come into OnPassive, you have everything that you need and you never have to go anywhere else, and it's all made to work together. ONET concerning social media is exactly what we want in that kind of a theme as well, where we want it to be able to connect you with everything else that you're connected to. So yes, you're going to be able to connect to any other, the LinkedIn and Facebooks and stuff like that are out there. And it makes connecting to these groups kind of easy. It's also got groups of its own in it, you got Market Watch and Marketplace and stuff like that. It also has a lot of functionality that these other systems, you know, the LinkedIn's and the Facebooks, Instagrams, all the social medias that we use, stuff that they don't have, where you can send images, text, audio, videos, all stuff like that. You can send them one-on-one, or you can send them to groups. The AI is in there. There's advertising opportunities that target, right, to increase your visibility and send personal messages one-on-one to customers. So there's a lot of versatility in our program that isn't in other programs, but it still allows you to join other networks and coordinate and organize in different categories, like, you know, by region, you know, by country, you know, where you're at, you know, what kind of a workplace, or do you go to college or high school, you know, those sorts of things. You have to get to be able to drill down and get particular communities and reach out to them in a very personal way. You also get stuff like news feeds, you know, like others do. You get to share stuff, and you see reactions and chats and all of that. Incidentally, our chat is an AI-driven chat within that as well. So ONET is our version. It's social media at its best, with a lot of the functionalities your other social medias aren't going to have. And then again, when you connect it to everything else you've got, man, we got the whole world by the hand.
Excellent, sir. Sir, last question is, Mr. Ash Mufara discussed about OMB, over market value. So the products we're going to launch is OMB. What is OMB? Can you elaborate this?
Absolutely. Sure. As a matter of fact, that was a hot topic just a week or two ago. But before we get to OMV, we probably need to understand what we call MVP. Now, Mr. Mufara, when he talks about MVP and OM, the other one, we start out when we start developing products, we develop a framework and a product that has minimum features in it. We call it a minimum value product. And we release that. That's the first release of a product, so that it goes out and we can see how it functions as people use it with minimum features. Then we start to beef it up. We start adding features and functionality to it so that it becomes a much better product. Eventually, after you add AI to it, after you add more features to it, after you put in some more functionality and connect those, integrate those, it becomes what we call a over market value product, OMV. This simply means based on similar products in the market and the cost that they can demand, our product it's got more features, it's more high tech, it functions better, and it's smarter, and it costs less. That means when we put it into the market, it's a no-brainer to use it, because we're a whole lot better and we are less expensive than what's currently out there. And that's what we mean when we talk about over market value. It simply means that we have more value at less cost than anybody else.
Thank you very much, sir. You explained very well. Any message for founders who won this opportunity? And I think we are all winners. Do you want to say something?
Just that, you know what, if you're a founder, you're in it to win it. That's it. You're in it. Get engaged. Learn about what we're doing. See about what we're doing. Get connected to other founders, because whether you do it now or whether you do it later, you're going to do it. You're going to do it, because that's where we're going. And once we launch publicly, Katie bar the door. Okay, that's game over. So get involved.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. We'll see you in next section, inshallah.
Thank you.